In this video, we're going to be looking at my winter forecast for 2024 and how areas like the Midwest could be seeing more snow than usual. Now, last year we did have an El Nino, which that makes the north part of the United States a little more warmer and the southern part a little more cooler. However, this year we are expecting a La Nina, which we've had the past 3 winters of 2020, 2021, and 2022. And then 2023 to 2024, we had the El Nino come through. But we're back to a La Nina INSO status. You can see sea surface temperatures near the equator are near to below average in the central and eastern Pacific Ocean. And La Nina is favored to emerge in September to November and is expected to persist through January and March 2025. Now, looking at some of those historical El Nino and La Nina episodes, you can see the years on the side right down here. So 2012 to 2024, and these are all the months within that year. So you've got December, January, February, and then January, February, March. It just kind of combines 3 months into a grid, which is a little weird, but that's how they do it. Now 2012 we had a neutral winter, a weak La Nina winter anyways, so pretty much near neutral, but still La Nina there. We had a neutral winter on 2013 and 2014. Then we had 2 winters of El Nino, 2014, 2015. 2016 also had a little bit of an El Nino, but switched back to La Nina. And then we've had it kind of switching back from 2017 to 2018. Once we got to 2020, though, we had a La Nina in 2020, La Nina in 2021, and the La Nina in 2022. We had that record-breaking hurricane season in 2020, and we've had some decent winters in 2021 and 2022. But not really as big as we were expecting. We had the El Nino in 2023, so that winter was pretty weird. It was definitely an El Nino winter for sure. But this year again, we are going to be switching back to La Nina right down there. And what La Nina means is we're going to see much more cooler temperatures. You can see the jet stream comes out of the northwest, dips down into the Ohio Valley, and goes back up across New England, expecting much more cooler temperatures, a lot more Arctic blasts in the Midwest and the north central United States, seeing some more wetter conditions, so a lot more rain coming off the Pacific, and then bringing again wetter conditions across this area. And what do you get when you get wet conditions and cooler temperatures? You get snow. So this Midwest area is going to see more snow than usual this winter, according to La Nina winter, while the South gets a lot more drier. In the Southwest United States, you're going to see more drier conditions. You're still going to see some occasional rainfall, but it's going to be much more drier. You're going to start seeing some mild droughts in there. Drier and warmer down here, as well as when we do get some more moisture from the Gulf, you're going to start seeing some more severe weather. But during the peaks of winter, some of these areas like North Georgia, North Alabama could see some snowfall like we've seen in the past few years. You guys usually see a couple days out of the winter where you might get a light dusting or an inch of snowfall down here in that area. And looking at the seasonal outlook from the Climate Prediction Center from October to December, so the rest of this fall into the beginning of winter, you could see we have above average rainfall in Northwest and above average rainfall across the Midwest. So it looks very similar to what you would see in a La Nina. Again, warmer temperatures, very above average temperatures in the Southwest, which again is a La Nina, with just some average temperatures in the northern United States. Much more drier conditions again in the southern United States, which again, if we look at those other maps, this looks very similar to what you would see in a La Nina winter. And then looking at average annual snowfall in the United States, lower 48, you could see this is average. So some years you could see a lot more snowfall down south. Some years you don't see any snowfall at all. So with a La Nina, you're probably going to have a less chance of seeing snowfall down here in the south because of those warmer temperatures down here. During La Nina last year, I believe we saw some snowfall across this area in the south because of cooler temperatures from an El Nino. On average, around this region, you're going to see 12 inches to 30 inches of snowfall in that general region. Localized areas might be more. You're going to have those mountainous regions getting a lot of snowfall, probably over 100 inches of snowfall in some mountain regions. And then of course we have lake effect snowfall across these areas, which generally see a lot more snowfall than the rest. Almost looks like mountains, but that's the Great Lakes snowfall that just brings, with those clippers, they just activate that lake effect snow and just bring tons and tons of lake effect snow across this area. As we saw in Buffalo last year, the Bills couldn't play because they had so much lake effect snowfall 1 week in the Buffalo Bills stadium. They had to shovel it out and players were stuck in Buffalo. And I don't remember quite exactly, but I think it was around 48 inches of snowfall in Buffalo last year, 1 week in January. But as you can see, some of these areas in the northern Midwest, you're going to see upwards of 42 to 60 inches of snowfall in some of those areas. And again, you're going to see those wet conditions in the Northwest. So a lot of these areas that are on the coast is not going to see that much snowfall at all. But as those rain showers track eastward, you're going to start seeing some more snowfall in areas like Idaho and Montana. And finally, my final forecast for this winter, starting again, you're going to see those wetter conditions. You're going to start seeing those rain showers that just keep coming onto the coast of Washington, Oregon, Northern California. You're going to see those warmer and drier conditions across much of the Southwest, including Texas as well. And then as we head more eastward, you're going to start, I'm expecting some more storms, some more severe weather outbreaks across the Southeast. Like usual, Florida is going to see those storms every day of the year. And then you're going to start seeing those flip-flop weather. So this area of flip-flop, you're going to see either warm temperatures or you're going to see snowfall. So it's just going to flip-flop. It does that pretty much every year, every winter. And this teal area, which is blending into the background, you can see a lot of snow across this area, just kind of blended in. So these areas aren't super specific. They're just like the polar vortex could be covering up this a lot of snow. So the polar vortex is also included with a lot of snow because generally you're going to see a lot of snow in this entire area every winter. I'm expecting above average snowfall for much of this region because of the La Nina. And polar vortex, it speaks for itself. Very cold temperatures throughout some parts of this winter. We had a very mild winter last year, but I'm expecting much colder temperatures from last year. And then finally, we do have the nor'easters in purple. You're going to see some nor'easters this year, probably around 5 to 6 nor'easters. Some maybe a little more stronger than others, but definitely Northeast is going to see a lot of nor'easters as usual. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you are new. Turn on post notifications. You won't miss a single upload or live stream on the channel. Like the video and share this video with any friends or family that might want to know what their winter might look like. But as always, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.